Sports Fan Podcast, back for another episode. I got a special night, Thursday, May the 13th, 7:07 p.m. And got my guys with me. Got my guys back. Roundtable discussion, NBA and NFL. I got a nice mix of guys here. All of them been on the show before, so definitely no strangers. And we also gonna have a few guests that's not here yet that should be popping in. So I'm excited. I got my guys. We're gonna start first with G Somerville up there. If you guys, so G, you good up there, bro? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm good. I can hear you.
All right, cool. Say what's up to the people, man.
What's good? What's going on? What's going on with y'all?
All right, we got G going in and out a little bit too. Yeah, we here. We got you now. We good. You good? All right, so we got Gary back for another one. We got Mr. Skinner. D, what's good?
Man, I can't call it. What's going on, fellas? Everybody good?
Yes, sir, man. Let's just see another day, man. Glad to have the fellas back. Yes, sir. So we got Gary. We got Skinner. Next person came through after that. My man POV in the building. Roundtable. What's up, POV?
What's up, bro? How you?
You already know, man. You already know. Appreciate you joining, man. It's gonna be a fun one.
Oh yeah, you know it. You know it.
Yes, sir. So definitely appreciate POV taking our time to get on. Got Mr. Weeks. I don't know. I think Mr. Weeks is with us. Big Felix. What's good, brother? There he is. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, baby. I see you got the Green Bay hat on ready.
You already know.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. I like it. And then we got Mr. Taylor. What's good, Sam?
What's going on, fellas? Feeling good. Let's get it.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So appreciate everybody listening. SB should be popping on at some point, and might have another special guest too. We'll see. But I'm gonna drive this shit, man. I'm gonna let y'all get into it, man. A lot of good discussion. SB, all that good stuff. Popping on at some point, and might have another special guest too. Can y'all hear me? All right, cool. We good. So listen, I want first get into some NFL. Get into it, man. Oh, I got a little feedback. Y'all hear me?
You can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. Cool. All right. So first I want to get into some NFL, man. NFL draft took place. We got a Packer fan on here. We got a couple of Cowboys fans, Ravens, Washington football team. So you ain't even got to necessarily talk about your team unless you want, but I know I got a couple guys, actually all you guys, man, I defer to y'all a lot when it comes to these young guys coming into the league from college to the NFL, man. So, just let me know, your thoughts on what y'all have done in the draft, or even maybe if it's another team out there that you seen did something. Sam, I'm gonna start with you, Sam, because I defer to you a lot. You my quarterback draft guru. So what you see from the draft?
Oh man, I see it was a lot of talent after that first round. Teams got rich. My opinion. I think I like what Cleveland did. You got the cornerback Newsome. Then you pair it with the linebacker from Notre Dame. I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try and mess him up.
Aroma Carosa.
Yeah.
Roma Carosa. Yeah.
Yeah, he fell. I mean, but hey, you watch the man play, they got to steal. I think I like what we did, Gary. Let's talk about it. The first two picks, I know we needed defense, so we went defense. Parsons got the potential to be the best defensive player in this draft. People don't really know the cornerback, aka Boss Man Fat, but check his resume. He got suspended a couple times, but the kid can play and he's a dog. So that's what you need outside. That's what Dallas needs. So I think we did all right. But a lot of teams got better. I don't like what Pittsburgh did, getting that running back and not getting helping that line out a little bit. But yeah. Teams got better. It's gonna be a lot of talent coming out of second, third rounds that we're gonna see. Baltimore's another team. I don't want my fault, Skid. I didn't even leave you, but Baltimore's another team. I like what Baltimore did in after the draft, man. They got a 5'8" safety, a Darius Washington, tough as nails. So teams got better.
Okay. Cool. Things got better was Sam saying, getting talent. He like said after that first round. Gary, anything you want to add as a Cowboys fan to anything that was said from that?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with him, man. We definitely need the defense. We had to upgrade. We lost Sean Lee. You know what I mean? He was always hurt, but we definitely need that depth at the linebacker. And like he said about the corner or secondary, man, it's always been suspect. So I agree. We needed to, strengthen up on defense. Offense has not really been a problem, but I think that balances out, and I'm ready to get it going.
That's what's up. Skinner, Ravens, baby. I know you had your list out. Whether it's your wish list or some things that I see how you always tag your guys in there, and I always take a look at what you need and I always ask you. So how you think y'all did as far as in the draft?
I thought the draft. I give us a A-. The only position I feel like we didn't really address was our offensive tackles position. We did sign a free agent, of course, but I like to have seen us get. I was looking at that kid. I think his name was Brady Christensen. He went to the Panthers, second round. I had my eyes on him. I was hoping he fell to the third round, but they snatched him up. Other than that, though, I like Bateman. I think he's a running machine. I think if he would have came out last year, he would have been like a top 15 pick. He had the little COVID thing, and like his team got decimated. He gained weight, so he didn't have the greatest season. But a motivated dude like that on the outside, pair him with Hollywood. I think our receivers are finally, we got a decent little core. As far as defense goes, I like the kid Wade. We got out of Ohio State. Throw him in the slot. He's not an outside corner. They had him an outside corner this year, and he was getting exposed a little bit. But he's another one. Last year.
Skinner, not to interrupt you.
Yeah.
And you want to know why he played outside corner? He asked that because he wanted to, because they make more money at the next level. So he tried to play that.
Yeah.
To get more money, and
that was
he showed in the championship game he had no business being out there. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely no reason out there. But I think he's a steal because he can play. He's a steal.
Yeah,
absolutely he can play. He's handsy though. He's really handsy, and that's not going to work on the outside. So
no,
a kid like him, he's a good replacement for Tavon Young because he's great, but we all know Tavon Young.
That's my guy from Potomac. Can't stay healthy, man.
Oh my God, man! If he trips, he tears ACL.
Yeah, he get hurt a lot, man. Dude get hurt a lot.
I think the most criminal pick of the draft though was Justin Fields.
Yep,
falling that far down to the Bears.
Yep.
I'm still baffled at that.
I told
I don't understand it, bro.
Yep. I told Lance that would have happened. Yep.
I mean, the fact that and another thing that kind of get on my nerves about it is they bring up his character issues and stuff like that. When you got this Mac Jones kid, you got a DUI.
Exactly. Three of them.
Yeah, and he got caught with a fake ID.
Three of them, Joe.
We don't hear about it though. That's craziness to me.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Systemic racism, baby. Systemic racism.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. POV, go ahead and piggyback off what Skinner was saying.
I agree with everything he said. The Cowboy fans that spoke first, y'all ain't talking about Jabril Cox. That's the guy y'all should have been talking about. Micah Parsons we already know what he can do, but he has a little issue with character himself, with the hazing issue that they hid at Penn State that he should have been kicked out of school for. And if you looked at that, hey, rookie, welcome to the NFL, he was the only one on there real cocky about everything. You saw Pitts and Fields and Horn were very chill. He's a great player, probably the best defensive player in the draft. But he's also a hothead. He's got that LeVar Arrington in him. You're going to have to rein that in. Simple as that. But the Justin Fields thing, a lot of people said that he didn't go because they felt like he couldn't come off his first read. Now, I'm going to break it down why. When you play at Ohio State, the offense is so good. So many athletes in the Big Ten, they run by people. He don't have to come off his second read. He never had to. And Ryan Day is a great coordinator, great offensive play call. Him and Steve Sarkisian, probably the two best play callers in the nation outside of Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma, faced off in the championship game. And you saw the fireworks in the first half. Neither team can stop each other. So a lot of people don't understand that position. They look at it, oh, he can't do this, he can't do that. He was the only dude in high school that gave Trevor Lawrence any competition in games. Trevor Lawrence hasn't lost a game since 8th grade. He had 3 games against Justin Fields in high school. They all came down to the last possession. Justin Fields went toe-to-toe with him. So they grew up 20 miles apart, and I just don't get what Trey Lance does better. I don't get what Zach Wilson does
That's
better.
what my question
I
was.
damn sure don't get
question.
what Mac Jones did better. Mac Jones was a product of a system that fit with a bunch of elite athletes. You had the Heisman Trophy winner, the Doak Walker winner. You had the best line in college football. Plus, you had
and you a
Waddle
Bama fan saying that.
I'm a Bama fan.
Yeah.
I'm a realist. But at the end of the day, I think I'm a Washington fan too. And I think the pick of Jamin Davis, a lot of people saying, oh, why they choose him. He's Darius Leonard. Look at him. That's Darius Leonard. You get a guy that he played in the SEC. He tackled Najee Harris 5 times solo. I watched the film. If you could tackle Najee Harris by yourself 5 times in one game, you deserve to go in the first round. That's enough said right there. The dude is a workout warrior. He's going to give the Washington football team what they've been lacking. They got a great front 7. Now you got an outside guy that can go sideline to sideline. You can put Holcomb on the weak side, put Bostic in the middle. That makes the front 7 very elite. Now in the back 4 will be okay, but they don't have to be great because as long as you can get to the quarterback, your back 4 don't even have to be known. Right. Who remembers the 85 Bears secondary? We don't, because people got to the quarterback. You don't remember nobody from back there, do you? No, you don't. So football is a game of, as long as those trenches are being handled, you're fine. But Cosme in the second round as a tackle, he got Joe Jacoby traits. That's a great pick for the Washington football team. But all in all, a lot of talent, a lot of guys. De'Ami Brown, probably the most elite slot receiver that a lot of people didn't talk about. Somehow he fell to the Washington football team. So now you got a dude that can play inside or outside to team with Samuel, McLaurin, and you got Adam Humphries in free agency. Now the situation is, do you have a quarterback? But we'll see.
Yeah, that's a good breakdown. That's definitely the $1 million question now about the QB. As POV said, we talked about that a little bit amongst ourselves. So that's good stuff. Big Felix, man, over in Wisconsin. I definitely want to hear your draft thoughts. If you have some thoughts about that, and then, for them draft thoughts, I want you to also pivot about the noise and the chatter. We hearing in Green Bay about Mr. Rodgers. I know one thing. I know you're going to give it to a straight no chaser. So let me hear it from the Packer fan.
Oh yeah, the draft really. When I heard the news about Aaron Rodgers, I really wasn't worry about the draft too much.
I feel you. I feel you on that.
I mean, it's like both sides. I look at it from both sides. Last year when they drafted Jordan Love, I could see Aaron Rodgers being, skeptical about how the Packers were looking at him and his future. So he came out and had a 48 touchdown, 5 interception season, so he showed he's still the man. And I think he's putting the pressure on the Packers to see what they're going to do, see if he can trust them. That's how I feel the situation going to go. I think he's just putting pressure on them to see if they're willing to trade him. Because I really think he loves playing for the Packers. He loves being a Packer. And I think he had the best success than with the Packers than anywhere else. So I just think it's a waiting game to see what they're going to do. And if I was the Packers, I wouldn't trade him at all. I'd let him retire before I trade him.
Mm-hmm. You better hope.
Yeah, I can say that's definitely interesting because, there's only really a couple of teams that he could possibly go to where you would say, possibly Super Bowl, but I understand, also, his frustration amongst that. One game away. So I'm gonna come back to Sam as far as the Rodgers thing. Sam, what's your thoughts on Rodgers looking at it from a Texas point of view?
Man, Rodgers don't seem like the kind of guy to be bluffing. I think he's done. I think he's played his last game in Green Bay. I think the best fit for him
his last game then.
I think I hate to say it, but if he goes to the Washington football team, that would be criminal.
Oh yeah.
But
that's not. I know everybody could use him. Everybody thinking he'll turn the whole program around, but that's not going to happen. He's not going nowhere. He's going to sit there till 2024, then he can play again.
Well, he'll be on Jeopardy. He'll be on Jeopardy a little while longer. He's not playing. I think he's done in Green Bay.
So you think he's gonna sit? You think if he got to sit, saying he'll sit if they don't trade him?
He don't show me that he's the kind of guy that's gonna bluff.
I agree with the bluff part. He definitely. I want to get the skin again. I want to go back to POV with the Washington. What you think about that, POV? Rodgers to Washington, is that a possibility?
Forget about it.
You know what's funny? He was done last year. He just stuck it out another year. He didn't like the Matt LaFleur hire anyway, because Matt LaFleur came in and didn't allow
they
him
lost
to.
6 games in 2 seasons.
That's fine. We understand that.
26-6. How does
we
he
understand
like
that? He's a great player. I'm saying
they get along just fine.
They get along just fine. Matt LaFleur took the job.
They get along just fine. You better worry about Matt McCarthy. You see what happened when you don't get along with Aaron Rodgers? Matt McCarthy's what happened to you.
So what you think, gonna get fired?
Well, Matt LaFleur got 2 years. If he don't stick around, he'd be gone in 2 years. That's the only reason why they've been winning, because of him. That defense is average. And the other, you haven't drafted that guy a first-round wide receiver the whole time he's been the quarterback. That's insane.
Everybody knows that. That's nothing new. It is a shame.
Yeah, but that's the problem.
They show you how good he is.
Exactly. That's why he's tired of being there. And and he, at the end of the day, Matt LaFleur didn't allow him.
He under contract through 23.
That's fine, but Matt LaFleur didn't allow him. Matt LaFleur didn't allow him.
If you do get him, he's done. He'll be done when you get him. So don't worry about it. It'll be okay when you get him, but it's going to be a little too late.
Well, Lance, to answer what you were saying,
the best of it right now.
Well, to answer what you were saying, when Matt LaFleur took that job, he didn't allow Aaron Rodgers to have the input on his offense like Bruce Arians did with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He didn't allow that. He basically said, we're going to run what I ran in Tennessee, and you're going to do it. And when you're coming in with a Hall of Fame top 2 or 3 quarterback, you can't do that. Who are you? You haven't proven nothing. That's cool. That's because the quarterback just dealt with it, but he still wasn't real happy.
I don't got a problem with that. 13.
Okay, that's fine. He'll be gone in 2 years once Aaron Rodgers is out, so it don't matter.
NFC Championship. I don't care.
Let me ask this.
I'm just saying. There wasn't no bad seasons or nothing like that.
Let me ask this, Felix, then. So if he stays, let's say Rodgers stays, like you say, he ain't going nowhere. What do you expect from them? Well, it's a lot of repairing to do, a lot of conversation. But if he stays, what can they do next year? Can they go to the Super Bowl and win it with what they got?
We've been in this NFC Championship 2 seasons in a row. We 1 game away. We ran into that vicious defense of the 49ers the 1 year, and they ran all over our holy defense. And then last year we ran into an ensemble of some of the greatest players you could put on a team. That's all that happened. We 1 game away, baby.
Aaron Rodgers ain't bluffing. He won out, bro.
I will say though.
Got their opinion. He may do one out, but he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. He ain't bluffing. He wants out of it. He said it right after they lost the game, and he reiterated it a few times in the offseason. He wants out. He
definitely don't need the money if he wanted to sit.
It's obvious that's the story, but if he wants out, he's just gonna have to wait 2 years.
Let me switch gears. Let me hear from DeAndre down there. Let me hear from DeAndre. D. Give your voice a reason. What you think? What you think with the Rodgers situation, bro?
I'm a Rodgers guy, right? Rodgers is.
Boy, got the theater seat.
I was listening. Y'all, you had me like a little movie situation. I was listening. Back and forth.
I love it.
Marcus Spears, ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Spears.
But yeah, man. So I'm a Rodgers guy, and I think personally, it was disrespectful for them to even consider drafting the quarterback without talking to that man. I mean, this is your franchise quarterback. And to me, it's not even arguably, if you want to say that, top 5 all time. To me, it's not even arguable. I think he's the most talented quarterback of all time. So to draft a quarterback in the first round, knowing you haven't given him a first round weapon, and since he's been there, I don't think they've ever drafted a first round weapon offensively for him. Obviously, Devontae Adams has turned into one. So to draft a quarterback in the first round when he's in the prime of his career is an absolute slap in the face. So I'm with Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion. I mean,
Skinner, the only first round player he's ever thrown a touchdown to is Mercedes Lewis, and he came in on a free agency deal. That's the only first round person he's ever thrown a touchdown to. Yeah.
And as far as the front office go, when they finish with you and they're done, they get rid of you. So as a player, he wants to take his time. He wants to take his. Obviously, he's under contract. He can't go nowhere. He can voice his concerns. He does that weight because at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers is worth more to you on the field, on your field, or on another field because he can get you 2 or 3 first round draft picks. So he's worth more to you playing football. So he does hold some weight, and I hope he does get traded.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting take. I want to let Gary get in here because I do agree with definitely what a lot of y'all are saying, and as far as him, he don't bluff. He don't bluff. And will he sit if they don't do nothing? We'll see. Gary, what you think about the whole Rodgers situation?
Man, I'm the same, man. I definitely think it's disrespectful to what he's been to the organization since he's been there, to not let him know, not fill him in what's going on. But like, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I'm looking at Terry Bradshaw calling the man weak, saying all this wild stuff about him. But I'm the same way. I agree with everybody saying too. I look at him as a type of player, man. He doesn't bluff, but also look at him as a player. Like, he's gonna want to play. I can't see him sitting out. So I agree a little bit with what Felix is saying. I mean, they were a game away. So if he does come back, I mean, they're gonna have to. It's gonna take a lot. Some apologies, some talking, some sit downs, all that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get.
Yeah. And I guess I'm gonna give Felix the last word on this Rodgers before I go to the NFL schedule. Felix, last word on Rodgers. Last word. Anything you want to add to that?
RELAX. That's all we're gonna do right on that. And just wait till we get that Super Bowl, and then everybody come and talk to me. Then that's all I got to say.
We'll talk in a couple months when the season, training camp and all that. We'll be back. We'll talk even before that for sure. Whatever happens, for sure.
Yes, sir.
For sure. Cool. So listen, I do want to appreciate y'all, chiming in on the draft, obviously, and also about A-Rod's situation, Aaron Rodgers' situation. NFL schedule. Not sure if y'all got to look at the schedule in detail yet. I've glanced at it and I do understand, it's going to be a Bucs-Patriots matchup this year, and looked at a little bit of the first week. Obviously, being a Colts fan, I know we got the Seahawks coming. So I did look at it a little bit. I heard Sam talking about, they should be 1-0 because they got the Bucs opening the season. So that was funny, So I definitely want to hear in regards to the schedule. I want to start with POV. I know he got some nuggets over there. Just some things that stand out with the NFL schedule.
First week of the season is going to be interesting. You got a rematch of the divisional playoff between the Chiefs and the Browns, and then the Chiefs travel to Baltimore the second week. So they got two tough ones to open up. Then they get, I believe, they play. Then they play the Bills in week 5. So they got 3 of their first 5 against teams that were in the playoffs last year and teams that they beat last year, but they're gonna have to beat them again. Then you got you got Brady going back to Foxborough in week 4, and if he averages 285 yards a game leading up to that, and he needs 1159 to pass Drew Brees, he more than likely will get that in Foxborough against his former team. So
that'd be special.
It's a lot of primetime games for the Saints, which is strange knowing Drew Brees retired. They got 5 primetime games.
Right.
I'm trying to figure that one
we
out.
We don't want to see them.
Like they don't have, and then they don't have Emmanuel Sanders anymore. I mean, they got some pieces missing down there, and but overall the NFC West is loaded. You got 4 teams that can make the playoffs out of that division. It is loaded. You got the Niners are going to be healthy. You're going to have the Rams with Stafford, and they're going to be healthy on defense. Yeah. Then you have the Seahawks with with DK and their pieces, and Russell. They figured out how to make it work with Russ for at least another year. And then you got the Cardinals. Cardinals sitting there, and they've been on the brink, and you've been waiting for them to break through. And I think they made some good offseason moves. I think this could be the year that they finally step up and get make it happen. But that division is the best division in football right now, top to bottom. That, and then probably the AFC North, because the Bengals still stink, but the other 3 are really good in that division too. So, but the AFC, the NFC West is the only division I think that has a team that could maybe stop the Bucs from getting to the Super Bowl. One of them teams can maybe beat them. Nobody else can beat them in a 1-game setting. I don't believe it right now. That's just my opinion. So,
hey Felix, I got to come to you. I see your face tore up. Why? Because they mentioned Green Bay can beat them, dog.
Didn't the Bucs smash them last year early and then beat them again when it counted? The Bucs beat them twice last year with the same roster they bringing back. Green Bay haven't done anything special.
That don't mean they can't beat them.
They had 2 chances last year and they came up short.
Didn't the Bears beat the Bucs last year?
And the Bucs won the Super Bowl. And at the end of the day, the Bucks beat the Packers twice.
They supposed to. They shoot.
They beat the Packers twice. So, like I said, they beat the Packers twice.
They supposed to win.
The NFC West is the best chance to beat them because they play.
10 Hall of
Hold
Famers.
on.
They got about 10 Hall of Famers.
We're not doing that. Phoenix, stop.
Right.
You was not saying that last year. Stop it. We are not doing that.
Hey,
Skinner, am I right? Skinner, when you said that last year, they still gonna win. Come on.
Hey,
man.
They only beat us by 6.
Skinner, let me
First
hear
time
from
they
you,
beat you by 4 touchdowns, though, didn't it? 38-10 the first
time. And like I said, the Bears beat the Bucks. Who your team?
I'm a Washington football team fan.
All right.
You know.
He hometown, baby. Hometown.
I ain't got no say about that.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me
we
hear
fine.
from Skinner.
I mean, we building. We're gonna be fine. We building.
Well, that's what everybody week say.
Y'all had 29. Y'all had 29 straight years of great quarterback play. Y'all got
everybody's week is always building. So
hey, Lance, what I tell you, they had 29 years of great quarterback play, and they got 2 rings to show for it.
Yeah, you did say that.
29 years of great quarterback play, Hall of Fame quarterback play.
For real,
and you got 2 rings.
For real, I just started liking when Julius Peppers got there. I don't give a damn about the other. I just started liking.
So, all right, I'm changing course then. That ain't even important no more than Skinner. Let me hear it from you, dog. NFL schedule. Let me hear it from you.
I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna be quick for 2 reasons. For one, I'm probably the only one on this call that I never keep up with the schedule, like ever.
No, I'm with you. I normally don't either.
I don't care. Like I don't care when the schedule comes out. I don't care. As long as my team is ready to play week 1, that's the only thing I care about. Like even when I play sports, like I never kept up with. Oh my God, we got Cambridge. I don't care. Like whoever shows up on the court, whoever shows up on the field, that's what it is. That's what we play.
Now you crazy high school though. High school we was on the schedule. I don't know what you was doing. We was on the schedule.
I didn't care.
I'm circling Cambridge, baby.
The only time it mattered was the week of when we started to prepare. That's the only thing I cared about. I just always been that way. It's not going to change me worrying about 5 months from now who the Ravens are going to be playing week 6. Like, let
me ask you this then. Talk about. I see the Ravens picked up the ex-teammate, high school teammate of Lamar, wide receiver. Did you see that?
No. Who?
Yeah. His old high school teammate. They picked him up. I don't know if they're going to end up keeping him, but yeah. Undrafted guy. You know they know. They're getting ready to pay Lamar. So. As far as everything, I gotta say, well, let me ask you this though, and I'm gonna get the Cowboy guys in here. Let me ask you this though. We had a little bit of discussion on Facebook. We didn't get to go into it a lot though about some of the moves. I think it was a big thing with the offensive line move, the trade to the Chiefs. We were talking about. I think you had it on Facebook. Talk to me. I think your biggest thing was the pick they gave up, right? Was it second round?
Yeah, so I didn't mind the trade itself, but what really bothered me was the second round pick. This is the most feared team in the AFC, and their one weakness was offensive tackle. Mm-hmm. So you give them a Pro Bowl, consistent, durable left or right tackle. He can play either one, and you give up. Yes, you get a back first round pick, but you give up a second round pick. I would have made them sweat. If that deal was there, I think it was like a Thursday night they get it. It would have been there the following week during draft. Because they need an established left tackle to protect Patrick Mahomes. So if that's what you want, I'm going to search around. I'm going to try to find something else. But up front, I would not have given up that second round pick. And I get it. We got a background first, which is important because you get that fifth year option. You know what I'm saying? Get that second round pick with O'Day. So I'm cool with that part. But the second round pick, I was not a fan of.
Hey, Skinner, did you see that they got Mike Hughes before we came on?
Say again?
The Chiefs got Mike Hughes, the starting corner from the Vikings. The Chiefs got him before we came on.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
They got him for a late round pick, a first round pick for a late round pick. I'm like, why are you helping this team? This team don't need help.
What?
We're trying to catch them. Everybody helping them. They got, man, it's crazy. They already got they fixed their whole O-line. So they're going to be able to keep him standing upright. And if he's upright, you can hang it up because it's going to be hard to beat them, man. It's going to be hard to beat them. Me and Lance were talking about that earlier. Yeah, they got a starting corner today, man. A starting corner, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting your take because now Sam might have switched, but Sam had an interesting take on that deal. Am I right, Sam? We talked about that. I think you was all right with the second rounder, right? Or I don't want to put words in your mouth, but talk to me a little bit about that deal.
From outside looking out, I was cool with it. You couldn't pay him.
Of course you is. You went outside.
Yeah, you couldn't pay him. You had to you get rid of him. I thought they were going to use that pick on the tackle early, though. Honestly, I thought they were going to use it on the tackle. There was a few tackles that were still there in the draft. I thought they were going to use it early. I mean, you got your receiver. I thought they were going to tackle, double up and then get the fifth-year option on the tackle, be a cheaper price. That's why I was cool with it. But yeah, I was fine with it.
Even with the Chiefs, even with it being the Chiefs, you was good.
The Chiefs is doing what they're supposed to do. The Chiefs is doing.
I'm talking about from the Ravens perspective. Though, you good? Like if that's the Cowboys and say, y'all got a team that you're looking up to, and they right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think Skinner was more talking about in POV.
Yeah.
Right. You helping them, like what I'm saying?
I get that. I get
understand you couldn't pay him.
But was there a better deal on the table?
We don't know.
You got a whole week though, Sam. You got a whole week before the draft starts.
Yeah, but I don't know. That might be, you got to get rid of them while you can. That may be the only deal on the table. That may be the only thing on the table.
He's a Pro Bowl left or right tackle.
I understand that.
That won't be good.
Now the draft was loaded full of tackles, brother.
The
draft was loaded full of tackles.
Yeah, it was heavy on tackles this year, bro. Heavy.
It was. But if the Chiefs wanted one of those rookies to protect their $500 million quarterback, they wouldn't have given up a first-round draft pick.
After that Super Bowl, you knew they was going to do whatever it took after that Super Bowl. They was holding nothing back after that Super Bowl. Nothing. They was going to make sure he was staying up.
They want an established player. Yep. Exactly. They want to smart. Why take a chance on a rookie that's unproven, and I got a Pro Bowl left or right tackle who hasn't missed a game yet?
Yeah.
Which one would you do?
True.
True.
Yeah. And that pick is not a big deal because they always good. So it's not like that player going to be a top guy anyway. So it's not a big deal.
Interesting take. G-Ville, anything on the schedule or anything else all season that stuck out before we switch to the NBA?
Nah, man, I'm the same way. I don't look at the schedule much, but I mean, of course.
Tell them how we're gonna be ready game one, Gary.
Yeah, I already said I seen we open up Tampa Bay, so that's a statement game. That's a statement game for us come out, our defense to step up. Dak is back. I did look a little ahead of the schedule. I saw what was crazy. I mean, we always got the conference games smashed up at the end, but I saw they got us like. I think we play Washington, then we play Philly, and then it's Washington and then Philly, all back to back like that.
Ooh,
It's going to be interesting at the end of the season.
Most definitely. Yeah, none of y'all mentioned week one Sam Darnold against the Jets, but that's all right. That's what stuck out to me. But that's all right. I want to see what Sam's going to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what Sam's going to do. But listen.
Sam,
good NFL
they
talk.
They should have kept Bridgewater for all that.
Hey, I like Teddy, man. I like Teddy too. But listen, we're going to transition real quick to the NBA because I want to get some time for this, man. We got 2-3 games left for most teams, at least 3. It's going to wrap up this weekend. Playing games starting on the 18th, which is next Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, and then you got the playoffs the following next weekend. So I want your thoughts, man. We got. It's interesting here because we got a Portland fan, 9 out of 10 games, Melo fan with Gary. We got Sam who went back to the Knicks, and his Knickerbockers are doing good in the 6th spot. Yeah, we got
Randall for MVP, baby. Randall for MVP.
Happy about that.
We got Felix and with the Clippers and Kawhi. We got the Laker fan and Skinner, even though we're gonna get to him. I think he has picked Brooklyn to win it, so I want to hear his thoughts. We got POV who always gonna tell it like it is. So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, you didn't say Brooklyn? Hold on, you didn't say Brooklyn early in the year?
So you must have been cooking too hard at the other day when we was talking.
Oh yeah, you said the injury. You said the injury. Now I heard you. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know if that was still your take. I heard you. I heard you when I was flipping the burger. Yeah. I heard you. I heard the flames. But listen, I want you to take first though on the Lakers, first, because obviously no one expected them to, potentially have to play in a play-in game. It is looking like that, right now they're in the 7th spot. They still got a chance if Portland or Dallas lose the next 2. They had to both lose both of them, and the Lakers win both to get it because they own the tiebreaker. And Portland are rolling. I mean, Portland's looking good. So, what's your thoughts on that? Because at this point, honestly, if I'm a Laker, I was telling my wife, and obviously this won't happen, but I look at it a couple ways. And Felix, I'm gonna come to you, and you'll like this. I don't want to move up and be 6 because you don't want to play the Clippers in the first round. I mean, if that's me, I just don't see why you want to play them in the first round. You get a round under you and possibly play them in the second round. Then I look at it like this: say what they was to lose to the Warriors that first game, they get that second game, then they'll have to play probably Memphis, San Antonio. You win that one, then you're on the other side of the bracket. I mean, this will never happen, but then you're on the other side of the bracket, and you play play Utah. And then play the 4 or 5, which right now is Dallas, and Denver or whatever, or Portland and Denver. Yeah, because they keep flipping.
Yeah, they
keep flipping.
Day.
You know what I mean? So then you wouldn't have to worry about them other ones to the conference finals. So what's your take on the Lakers' chances still, and also them having to play this play? And I'm gonna start with Skinner since he is the Laker fan, but he always does keep it 100. I do give him that on. What's your take on that, Skinner, with the Lakers?
You stole my thunder, Lance, because that's exactly what I was thinking. The Lakers, as long as they don't match up with the Clippers first round, I'm not worried about the play-in series. First of all, LeBron is healthy.
Yeah.
He may talk crazy and act like he ain't healthy.
Yeah, he's fine.
Got some crazy service.
What you say? Yeah, I hear you now, big dog. Can you hear me?
But I keep talking.
We lost Skinner. Skinner, we gonna come back to you. We're gonna come back to you. Felix, I know you like to hear that. The Lakers, want to avoid the Clippers obviously in the first round. But what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. I don't think that the only good thing that would be about playing Clippers is they're being Staples Center.
Right. They'll both be home basically.
Yeah. But
talk about the Rondo edition too. I want you to talk about the Rondo edition. What the difference he done made for y'all?
First, I want to talk about the thing that's hurting the Lakers the most.
What's that?
You got rid of
the white
core part of your team. They got rid of them guys, and that's part of the team that helped you win that championship last year. Not only McGee and
the white.
Not only them two. But you let Danny Green walk away. You let Avery Bradley walk away. Not saying I know he was there for the regular season, but you let guys like that walk away, and I think that's what hurt them. And you got pretty much a new team, if you ask me, with Harold and Gasol, Schroeder. You got a whole bunch of new faces, and I think you was better off building on what you had last year. But yeah, the addition of Rondo, huh?
Oh, no, go ahead. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm going to jump back in a minute. Hold on. Go ahead.
Rondo, another one they let go. But the addition of Rondo been big for us. We got pretty much a extension of the coach on the floor. And a dominant ball handler where Paul George and Kawhi Leonard won't have to handle the ball so much. And it's giving them more energy on defense and to get their own shots. So. And I like a addition of Cousins, too. And when Ibaka get back and we get a few games with him, I think we're going to be tough to beat in 7 games.
Yeah, I'm going to let Skinner get back here. But, I definitely think Rondo puts y'all, in the places they should be. Like you said, it's a good point you made about, Kawhi and Paul George don't have to handle the ball as much. And then also, what Rondo, means, as an extension of a coach. Definitely need Ibaka back. So you can play him at that 5, and so you definitely need him. Cousins is good, but he can't guard me in the phone booth. So you definitely gonna need Ibaka back. And I also like the addition of Batum, man. Like under the radar, man. Nicholas Batum, I thought he was done. To be honest, man, I told Gary, I don't know if it was Gary. I was telling him, but or somebody else. I mean, he stole some money in Charlotte. You know what I mean? With no ski mask on.
Some
you know what I'm saying? But man, he comes for. But
they was going a different direction in Charlotte. They was going a different direction.
Yeah, they was, and that's what it was.
Better with this team that's trying to win a championship.
Yeah, that's what it was. They were going different directions. He was just sitting and chilling and basically getting right, But it's been a good addition, and I like what Lou's done because before they were starting Batum to get him off. Now they're starting Marcus Morris to get him off. So I like what Lou's doing as well.
Marcus Morris looks great this year.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. Skinner, are you good now? Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm back. So I was saying, man, I told you stole my thunder in the beginning. As long as the Lakers don't get matched up with the Clippers first round, it's not a team in the West that I'm afraid of because LeBron is healthy. The size on the Lakers with that front court with Drummond, AD, and LeBron. I mean, the Clippers, the first round, just because Bron just getting back, they got to get their timing back right. But after that, once he get rolling, even in the second round, I don't see the Clippers beating them. The Lakers are too big. And with Schroeder, as long as he's healthy, because that dude's a pest, man. I love watching him.
Yeah, he is a pest. Yeah, he is a pest.
Oh man, he gets under the toughest guy's skin. So, in my opinion, as long as the Lakers don't get the Clippers,
I don't think too big is a statement that you really want to make. Too big, just because they got DeAndre Drummond. We talked about that.
And they athletic.
You talked this and that about DeAndre Drummond. I don't really think he's all that good.
I'm telling you, bro. He's a huge
difference. I like Zubac. I like Zubac good as him.
No, stop. Yeah. Nah, forget that.
You can say what you want. You can say what you want,
man. Stop.
You can say what you want.
I'm big Zubac.
So let me say. Lakers, they're gonna run through the West.
Yeah. They gonna run through it pretty much. You think?
I think so. Like I said, as long as they don't get the Clippers the first round.
And you don't know LeBron healthy either. That's just your opinion.
Man, he healthy, bro. That's LeBron James.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, the ankle. I think LeBron's fine. The ankle. We've had all the praise. It takes time.
LeBron wanted to break it. Yeah, he all right.
Father Time don't wait on nobody.
But let me hear. Yeah, I was going to say, and I like what you said too, Skin. I was even saying that it's interesting with these 1 and 2 seeds. Like if I'm Utah and Phoenix, I work hard to get these seeds, and now you tell me I might gotta face either the Lakers in the first round or possibly the Warriors, in the first round. And plus they don't get a lot of time to know who they're facing. You know what I mean? Because after the play-in, then a couple of times, then you playing. So it's kind of a disadvantage for the 1 and 2. And I'm a little partial on Phoenix, obviously, with CP. So I'm CP. I'm like, darn, get them in the playoffs, Book get in there, then I'm going to have to face the Lakers possibly in the first round. But Gary, talk about, you can talk about the Lakers, but also talk about, you watch Portland more than any of us, I know. Talk about the streak they on 9 out of 10 games. Dame should be our first team All-NBA this year. CJ back, it took them a little while when CJ got back to get back in rhythm, with each other. But, man, they look good, man. Talk to me about Portland.
Yeah, man, I think Portland is all about, like you just said, it's all about the rhythm, man. Just more so like just sharing the ball and playing the right way. Because sometimes it gets real static with just isolation ball. It took a little while for but it took a little while for Norman Powell to get settled too. But I'm starting to like the addition. If he, when he does have bad nights though, you got Melo off the bench that can pick it up with the points. So it's starting to work out. And then I think Nurk is starting to come along as well. It's just all about, they got a tough schedule coming in here where they got Phoenix left and then Denver. So, last night, I don't want to get too big on that win. I mean, Utah, anytime you get a win in Utah.
No Mitchell.
Yeah, but no Conley, no Mitchell. But anytime you get a win in Utah is a plus. But other than that, though, I think it's all about the matchups, and I'm ready for the playoffs. I think the Clippers. I like their depth. I think it was that DeMarcus Cousins, like you said, he can't play defense, but I think he helps them as well as another little option sometimes when they got their bench in, just somebody else you could just throw the ball down into. It's almost like he follows Rondo around.
I know.
Team. But yeah, Bron, I think Bron is healthy. I'm not worried about Bron. I'm more so worried about AD. That's the one to be worried about.
That's the one.
Facts. I agree.
Yeah. So, but the Lakers, if they got their whole squad together, it's just more about time, and they haven't had that main three together with Drummond. Drummond's not a bum, but he's not that Drummond that we saw like when he first came in. But he's not.
When he was in Connecticut. Lose at UConn. I don't know how long ago that was.
He's gonna grab rebounds. He might block a couple of shots, but they're still gonna need Gasol to
He got to rebound the ball, man.
I think in that fourth quarter, and also the Lakers got to find out with that, because that's taken away also from Trez minutes. So they got to find out also what they're gonna do with Trez and some of these matchups.
Man.
He doesn't, but he takes charges. He takes charges, but he don't, positional. But he doesn't play D. Yeah. But I still think he needs points sometimes.
Speaking of the minutes, man, I don't see what's going on with my boy Derrick Jones either. Going back to Portland.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that. Yeah, you were talking about that. Yeah, because he was starting at one point. Well, Derrick Jones, even when he was in Miami, we did that. Like he would start sometimes, play a lot of minutes, sometimes he wouldn't. So it's something that they see that we don't see. I mean, he's not a scorer. He's an athletic guy. Right. Position wise, they got obviously Covington, and whatnot. And now when they got Norman Powell, they just started Norman Powell now, which makes sense. So right now, Gary, y'all be at the 4 or 5 matchup with Denver without Murray. I mean, y'all definitely have a chance to get that with the MVP and Jokic. I'm sure we can we might can agree with that. Felix might have a different opinion, but then Jokic is the MVP with all the injuries and whatnot. Let me go to POV. In regards to POV to either honestly anything you want to touch on, whether it's the Lakers and their seed or even what you see possibly from Brooklyn coming up. I know you had a nice post earlier today just talking about, even though those three guys haven't played a lot of games together, you're still pretty confident on what they can do and about how hard it makes everything go.
Yeah, the piggyback the Clippers thing, the Rondo move was brilliant because they got 8 dudes shooting 40% from 3, and since he's come, they lead the league. They lead the league in corner threes off his assists. Like it's amazing what he does for a team. Like I put up a couple weeks ago when we was talking, I said he's just a professional player. He know he just make the right play. He doesn't look fast. He doesn't shoot that great, but he always seems to know what to do, and he just seems so calm and cool, and that's what the Clippers been missing. They haven't had a point guard. There's too much pressure on George and Kawhi to make plays, and they're really not playmakers. They're playmakers at times, but they're like the KD. You don't really want them having the ball, but so much. You want them to hunt their shots and do what they do, get downhill, get to the mid post, and do what they do. So that's why I think with Brooklyn, the biggest factor is James Harden. He has changed his whole game to fit the way they play. Kyrie and KD can hunt their shot. Joe Harris get all the open shots he wants. The biggest thing for Brooklyn was the retirement of losing Aldridge retiring. That was big because that was going to give them another stretch 5 that when Jeff Green need to sit, or you can switch them out, because Blake still can give them moments, but he not the Blake of old. We've seen that. But he can make open shots. And I'll tell you, that kid Claxton is giving them some good minutes off the bench too.
Skinner been talking about him.
That dude can play, man. But the thing I like about Brooklyn is, at the end of the day, I don't care what defense you in. If them 3 are on the court, they're going to figure that crap out. I don't care who you are. You're not going to be able to defend them with Harden at the top and them 2 coming downhill, or vice versa. It's going to be hard for anybody to do that 4 times. Now, their size is an issue. Giannis owns them. Embiid does what he wants to do. But the problem with the Sixers is Thibault and Simmons can't shoot. So you play off of them. They great perimeter defenders now. They got some great perimeter defenders. Yeah. Danny Green is the only guy that shoot. Seth Curry can shoot, but Seth Curry can't guard. Danny Green can guard to an extent, but he's a little older now. Milwaukee, I just don't trust Mike Budenholzer in the playoffs. I know Drew Holiday is there.
He'll be out there after this year.
Yeah, like I said, they have to get to the conference finals or the finals for him to keep his job, I think. Atlanta is a good young team, but they're not ready yet. They're going to have some ups and downs like they are. The Wizards are dangerous. If they get in, having Westbrook and Beal together, not saying they'll win the series, but if you're that 1 or that 2 and they sitting at 7 or 8, you're going to have to fight to beat them. They're going to get a game or 2, and they're going to make you work every game because they play a fast tempo, which allows them to wear you down. Now, they don't have no other players outside of the 2 I named, but them 2 alone can win a game or 2 and make you, stress you a little bit, But in the end, I think it's going to be Brooklyn, Lakers, or Clippers in the finals. I just think at the end of the day, star power rises to the top, and they have the most stars. That's just what it is. I mean, I love Utah, but they living down the 3-point line when they're not going in like they weren't last night. They can't win. Now, they were missing 2 guys, but they've been missing them guys for a while. They can shoot it. They can shoot it, but they also give up a lot of points. They give up a lot of points themselves. Outside of Gobert protecting the rim, they give up a lot of points. I'm gonna tell you a team that's going to be tough in the West. They're not going to win a series, but Memphis is going to make you fight. They're going to play that ugly grit and grind style. And Dylan Brooks is a dog.
Like that.
Y'all better realize Dylan Brooks can play.
Yeah,
Dylan Brooks can play. I looked at
his
stats. When he's guarding the elite guards in the league, they've had some really bad shooting nights. Bradley Beal, James Harden, he has given them hell on defense when he guards them. Now, the issue is they're young and they haven't been there. So they're going to fizzle out. But at the end of the day, Lakers, Clippers in the West, Sixers and Nets in the East. And it's going to be, I don't know the West. Lakers or Clippers, if they don't face each other, I don't know who's going to win that series. It all depends on health. And like I said, AD. But I don't see anyone in the East beating the Nets. I just don't think with their three-headed monster, there's no way you can score enough points for 4 nights and beat them. I just don't see it. Just don't see it.
And interesting take. And Memphis, they haven't even had Jaren Jackson, but
nope, that's true.
2 weeks. So yeah, they're going to keep building going forward. Sam Miami, man, I thought you was crazy when you went to the Knicks. You was there at one point in time with Melo, and then you left and I don't know where you went somewhere, and now you back with Tom Thibodeau. Derrick Rose is playing excellent ball, man. Happy for D Rose, Julius Randle, 2010. What was he giving me? 6 assists a game. Like you said, definitely should be all NBA. So talk to me, man. Y'all in the 6th seed right now. Y'all had a tough loss to the Lakers the other night. Y'all won last night. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. We might play each other in the first round, depending on how the next. Right now, we got Atlanta.
I'm trying to keep it. I want them to get that 4 or 5 seed. What about a game back?
You don't want to play us, dog.
Nah, we want y'all to be at the 6. We'll be at the 6. We want to play Atlanta in the 4 or 5 matchup.
I got you. Yeah, talk to me about the Knicks. Talk to me about the Knicks, though. What you saying from them this year? What's the change?
They playing defense, man, and then they got a star.
That's it.
And
that's it.
I pray that they pay him, man. Go ahead and pay him. Get your star in there. The kid's been playing good ball, man, down there. RJ Barrett's playing better basketball. Tibbs got them boys playing defense, man. And
they play D.
They only have Mitchell Robinson right now.
Yeah, man, they play defense. They get after you.
Yeah, they play D. Yeah.
They get after you.
Yeah, they play D. And one guy I like, I was telling somebody over the weekend that's been hurt also is Alec Burks. And Alec Burks, man, he gave some good games this year, and then you got Quigley. I mean, so many guys, man, that Tom Thibodeau was throwing in there, and like you said, have played D, have worked the system. Alfred Payton, guys like that, So
Bullock
definitely going. I'm having. Oh, thank you for this. Oh man, Reggie Bullock shooting the ball.
Yeah, he's shooting that
excellent.
ball. He's shooting.
Trapping up. UNC all day. UNC all day, baby. Yes, sir. That's a good call. He is playing good ball.
Not to cut you off, Lance, real quick.
No, you
it's
good.
Funny. Everywhere Thibodeau go, he brings Taj Gibson and Derrick Rose, and they turn out. Things turn around. Everywhere he goes, right? He's really smart about
Chicago,
that. It's Derrick Rose. It's amazing the win percentage with that guy. It's just. It's the perfect fit for them because they needed a veteran guard because they had so many young guards. Peyton, they had that has a killer mindset and also can make people better and knows the system like the back of his hand. Knows what Tibbs wants. Right. That you couldn't have asked for a more seamless transition. When I heard he was going from the Pistons there, I said, "Oh, the Knicks gonna get better." And Julius Randle, I seen him in the AAU circle when he was in high school and down at the Peach Jam. And I watched him do things that he's doing now. When he went to Kentucky, Cal made him a strictly post player. And that's what hurt him. He was a wing guy in high school. Yep. People forget. Him and Adebayo played out on the outside in high school. When they went to Kentucky, he made them play the 5 because they played stretch. He was able to stretch 5s, but they were more around the rim. Yeah, and if you look at both of them now, you see the skill set is the ball handling, the ability to guard on the perimeter, the ability to create for others, the ability to get their own shot when they need to. That stuff they were doing when they was in high school. He
also got his body right there.
Yeah, he did. He was a little heavy. He was a little heavy. He's always been able to do that. He always had that skill set. In high school, he was averaging 30 and hitting 4 or 5 triples a night on elite defenders in high school. So he's been able to do that. He just needed to lose a little weight and get in shape. And he has flat out turned into a borderline superstar. He closing in on it, man. One year like this, you got to give credit where it's due, man. Dude is a dog. Yeah, he's most improved player. Most improved player and second team All NBA.
Yeah, we definitely got to come back and do them all. You know what? Yeah, them all NBA things. You right, Skinner. We definitely got we do that every year, so we definitely got to come back and do that. Man. Yeah, we definitely got to do that. That's fun. So I definitely got to get a good group. SB in the building. DC hat on. We're gonna let him get settled and get his perspective on some things. But all of you touched on some great things, and SB kind of come at the right time too, because I definitely want to get into a couple milestones that we done seen. We seen Melo getting to the top 10 all-time scoring list. I know Gary, obviously big Melo fan, and then we also seen Russell Westbrook break Oscar Robertson record, all-time triple doubles, man. So I want to hear y'all perspective on these two, because I hear a lot of things, mostly with the Westbrook thing, as far as the legitimacy of it, what it means, what he means as a player. And it's kind of like that in the media too. You get you get those different comments of Westbrook, but his teammates love him. So I definitely want to get your perspective. I'm gonna actually start with Gary about Melo, man. If I want to hear, just your thoughts on Melo, Gary, about the top 10 while SB gets straight.
Oh man, I mean, anytime, anything in any sport, top 10 is a big accomplishment, and you can't overlook it. So it's well deserved. I mean, they tried to blackball him and have him out of the league. So to see him get this, I was happy. I was glad for him.
Yeah. He needed a good documentary in a few years, man, because he definitely got a story to tell. All that he went through, and that whole Daryl Morey, the one messed him up, that whole 10 game.
Oh yeah.
In Houston, that was the foolishness right there. So definitely,
it'd have been,
you know what I'm saying?
Been real easy to just pack it up. It'd been easy, but he stayed with it.
Right, definitely. SB, I see you down there, baby. What's good?
I'm just trying to make sure my levels are right. Trying to make sure my levels are right.
Yeah, you come in there, baby.
Yeah. You see it?
He's trying to make sure my levels are right.
I'm straight. I'm good.
You good, brother. You good. You got here at the right time, because you got the DC hat on. Obviously, we got two big Washer fans here, as far as on the basketball front, with SB and POV. It's Thirsty Thursday, you know what I mean? He said, leave me alone. So listen.
It's nothing but Gatorade. It's just Gatorade. It's relaxed.
I really want to hear y'all perspective on Westbrook. And when I say y'all, I want to hear from all y'all, but I really can't wait to hear from SB, Skinner, and POV on this, because I get a lot of different things from Westbrook. Go ahead, SB. I know me and Skinner had a debate at the house the other week about, Wall or Westbrook and who would be doing better right now with that team. Obviously, POV, seeing the inside out and being a Wizards fan, I want to hear him on the whole Westbrook breaking the record, and also, who would be better right now, him or Wall with them. So I want to hear a couple of perspectives. Skinner, I'm gonna start with you on that. I want to go to you, and then I'll go to POV and SB. But Westbrook, man, I mean, how big of an accomplishment was it? The triple double.
First thing I'll say is, anybody that says it's a gassed up, it's trumped up or whatever, if it was that easy for people to get a triple double that many times, so many more people would get triple doubles. That is nothing short of amazing. And his team records, I forgot exactly what it is.
It's 137 and 46. 137 and 46. Yeah.
It's not like he's getting these triple doubles in spite of winning. Like, he's doing this because he's going all out, and his team is winning. If I'm his coach, I'm telling him to grab every rebound. Try to get every assist. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's an amazing, and he did it in like 100 less games, if I recall correctly.
He did.
You're right. Oscar Robertson.
He did.
I mean, the dude is amazing as an individual basketball player. Now, when we start talking about playoff success, that's another, and it's not even always him, but I don't think his brand of basketball, when teams can hone in and really focus on you over a 7-game series, I don't know if it always translates well. And I think that's kind of what caused the rift between him and KD, because that he has a Mamba mentality, but his offense doesn't say
not efficient.
He's not efficient enough to really be that I'm gonna get the bucket regardless in a playoff, because now it's a little different. But as far as the accomplishment goes, it's amazing.
Awesome. Let me get SB in here since SB is enjoying this. Appreciate you popping in, man. Good, you got home safe. So listen, man, your Wizards, man. I want to talk about Westbrook, obviously breaking Oscar record with triple doubles. I know y'all had a tough loss last night to Atlanta. Tough. It was a good game too, man. I thought about you. I was going to text you, but I said, I ain't gonna hit SB. He probably hot. But talk to me, man, about Westbrook and about your Wizards, man. Or trying to get in the play-in.
I mean, I guess it depends on what you ask me. As far as Westbrook, I think he's been, like I said at the crib, he's been consistent here of late. I wasn't impressed with him early on. I thought he was a turnover.
He was hurt early on too.
I understand that, but he kind of kept that to himself. But I understand it. I thought he was a turnover god. I wasn't really happy with the trade in the beginning because I felt like it was almost the same player. Neither one of them can shoot for real. They both are reckless when they go to the rack. They make careless decisions sometimes, but they are dogs, and I respect that. But I thought Westbrook was the turnover god. But now here of late, I think he's gelled. I think he kind of understands the layout of the team, and he trusts his teammates. And I think he's a good fit now. What was Skinner just saying? I didn't like what he said. What he said?
He said, "I love he said."
I said I'm better at your basketball. That's what I said.
What's the next topic? What we doing next year?
I don't know. What I said.
Yeah, but that's my thought on it, man. I think Westbrook is playing great basketball, man. His accomplishment is dope. I just want to see everybody healthy, man, and see what kind of run we can make.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How dangerous can y'all be in that play-in game and possibly end up playing? Get to the first round. How dangerous can y'all be? I mean, nobody wants to see Bill and Westbrook with the way their team's playing.
No, I think we are super dangerous, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Especially, you know what? And I always thought our biggest downfall was our bigs. I thought our bigs have been trash for years. I've never liked Lopez. I don't like Lopez by himself, but Lopez with Gafford and now I like that whole mix. I think that mix is dope. I think Lopez, that hook is the ugliest thing I've ever seen, but that shit is effective as hell.
He making it up.
I said,
I think it's very effective. But man, I like our chances of making it in. I don't know how far they'll go, but I think we'll definitely get in and make some noise for sure.
Yeah,
I don't think nobody's sleeping on us. You know what I'm saying? It ain't none of that.
Not at all. Nah, they know two dogs when they saying POV. Let me hear from you with the Wizards, man. Talk to me a little bit about Westbrook.
Getting in the playoffs is actually a good thing right now because Boston's hurt. They're 7, we're 10, so that helps us. Boston's beat up. Then Brad Stevens doesn't look like the answer there anymore. And Danny Ainge has completely screwed that roster over the years with all them picks. They haven't done anything with those picks. All those picks have done nothing for them. They have done nothing with those. They had the chance to do everything. They should have so much more talent on that roster to help Jason Tatum right now. Yeah, they should have had Kevin Durant. They should have had all these guys. They should have made moves to get all these guys. They didn't do anything. But the Wizards right now, Westbrook's accomplishment is undeniably great. There's no taking nothing from him. The issue I have is the enablers, the coaches. That's why he was able to do it. He's been this player because no one stopped him. Scott Brooks is the biggest enabler of Westbrook's career. He had him the longest. And he's got him again, and he's allowed him to play the way he's played, which caused the rift of him and KD in Oklahoma City the first time. And his style is going to always, it's relentless. He gets after it. He's 6'3", and he plays like he's 6'10", but he does not understand shot selection still. That's the issue. And as good as he can be, the other night against Atlanta, to win the game, he's going downhill and he fades to the three-point line. You're not a good three-point shooter. Why are you fading to the three-point line? Put the onus on the refs and go in there and see if you can get a call or try to get a bucket.
That was hero ball.
I couldn't believe he faded to the three-point line against them with them on the heels, with him in attack mode, which is his strength. I'm like, why would you? Now, if you're kicking at the Bill, I'm good with that. Or Bertans, I'm good with that. But you're taking that shot. That's not your game. And then last night, when the game got tight, he posted up and took Bogdanovich to the post on back-to-back possessions and hit buckets over him. Then he faded to the three-point line again. I'm like, take him. He can't guard you. You know he can't. But that's the issue with him. As great as he's the gift and the curse. I've always called him that. He's the gift and the curse. He'll gift you things, and then he'll kill you. So you have to live with it. I always go back to Game 7 when he was in Oklahoma City. They had Golden State down 16 in the first quarter of Game 7. He shot 3 bad threes in a row where they could have blew that game open, and Golden State made 3, cut it to 7, and then they caught him and ended up catching him. But his shot selection is still an issue. But the Wizards don't have a choice because they don't have a whole lot of talent. Outside of him and Brad, what do they really have that they can depend on nightly? What do they really have? It's not a lot there. I've seen him live, and I'm not impressed. I look at it. I go, no wonder he's putting up these numbers. Gafford, a good, solid pickup. But they play Bonga like he's good. What is Bonga doing in the game? I
want Bonga out of there.
Bonga's god. He was in the game. He was in the game last week. He picked up like 4 fouls in like 3 minutes. And I'm like, dude, you're in there just to dude is horrible. But again, Scott Brooks called him the second best point guard ever. You saying that because he saved your job. You were on your way out. This late season run gets you another year. You're going to say he's the second best point guard ever. But we know he's not. He's maybe top 7. He's not top 2. That's you got Magic Johnson, and then you can debate Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas, Chris Paul, John Stockton. You can do whatever you want, but he ain't no damn top 2. Let's not do that. He's a great point guard, though. He's a great player. Tony Parker's a great point guard. He's top 10, maybe top 10 to 15.
He ain't better than Tony Parker.
I want to shoot him some bail. I want to shoot him some bail, though. I want to shoot him some bail. Because I'm not the biggest Westbrook fan. Like, even when he came, I ain't want him. So what POV said early in his career, I absolutely agree. Earlier this season, I absolutely agree. I think once he figured out the team, I see him deferring. Even the play last night, he drove, he kicked out to Ish. Ish kicked it over to Neto. Neto should have shot that.
Yeah. Neto blew that.
That's true.
I thought that was a good basketball play.
That's true.
I'm not mad at. I think Westbrook is. I think he's matured a lot. So I'm gonna shoot him bail as far now with no bill. Yeah, he's back to reckless Westbrook in certain cases, taking bad fadeaway threes off one leg, all that type of shit. But with Bill in the game, I think he defers like he's supposed to. He's running the point like he's supposed to. So I'm gonna shoot him a little bail as far as that. But yeah, I agree with for the most part.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Needs to go. Who is
he has to go.
Why is he there?
He has to go, man. I don't even know why he in the league, man. He's horrible, man.
Where'd he come from?
Real.
He came from the Lakers. Lakers had that bum. He was I forgot what college that bum went to. He's god awful, man. He is horrible, man. Dude is horrible. He is. I'm like, man, why is this dude on the court?
He plays like Skinner. It's ridiculous.
And you was right. When Lopez, every time Lopez shoot that hook, I get mad. And it actually went in sometimes.
Yeah, but it goes in though, right?
It went in like 3 times last night. I'm like, look at that awful shit.
It's the ugliest shit I've ever seen.
What is this shit, man? No type of arc on the joint, nothing. Flat-footed. Oh, it's ugly. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But they don't have a lot of talent, man. We ain't got a lot of talent here in DC. We got 2 superstars and a bunch of guys that really shouldn't be on a roster in a lot of cases. A lot of them guys have no business on the roster, man.
Hey, can I say one more thing since we're in the DC?
Go ahead, bro.
I'm not a big fan of Bertans either. I think he
shoots
a lot.
Me neither.
I think he misses a lot. I think he got the reputation of being a shooter, but he misses a lot.
He does.
I think Matthews shoots better than him. That's just my opinion.
And he's a better overall player.
And I think on the defensive side,
he's
not as much of a liability as
he's not.
Bertans.
I agree with that. Yes, Bertans is awful. If he's not making shots, he can't help him. He should be on. If he can't make shots, he need to be sitting on the bench. Simple as that. He can't do anything to help us. Nothing. Nope. I totally agree with that.
That's a good take. That's a good take. And I'm gonna get the feelers. I want to come to Sam because Sam had this team before the season. I ain't forget Sam. I'm gonna call you out as a top 4 team in the East. Washington. He had the Wizards. He was excited about the Westbrook trade. So I wanna hear from you, Sam, on what you thought and what you seen about this team right now.
Sam, you should have talked to me first.
You're right. I saw what we're getting. We're getting triple doubles. I thought him and Bill together, like I said, you put in that backcourt. It took a while to gel and get it together, but Wall wasn't playing. Wall was taking money from y'all. He wasn't playing.
It wasn't about the backcourt. Like you said, I'm talking about the rest of the team though. Like they said, like a top 4 team in the East.
Hey, I was going with the guards, man. I was going with the 2 guards.
I feel you. Hold
on.
Sam,
I'm just asking Sam the questions. All I'm doing. So when Westbrook came aboard, you was like, oh, top 4 ASAP.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, you should have talked to me first.
I keep that in mind next year.
Hey, ask me. I tried to talk to him. I asked him. I tried to give him out a couple of times.
No, but
hey,
you
know what you're saying, right?
No. You can't talk to him. You can't talk to him. You gotta talk.
You're right. You gotta be the watcher.
Come on.
You right. Oh man. Sam, before I get to Felix, I do want to hear Melo though. Top 10 scorer. Is it a top 10 small forward of all time? Melo, I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah. Top 10 small forward of all time.
Yeah.
Off top of my head, I'm gonna say yes.
Bro, you can't name 9 other small forwards.
Yeah.
Better than Carmelo Anthony. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Nope.
I just had to pose a question. I just had to pose a question. I like Melo.
You were saying like,
top 3, baby.
top 3.
You know what I'm saying? But I've heard people say he's not top 10. So
really?
we can talk about that. We can talk about that.
I name 10 small forwards.
Yeah.
I want Felix to tap into to either Westbrook or Melo, Felix, or even if you want to. But
I'll talk about Melo because I can't waste another second talking about the Wizards and nobody.
That's right. I forgot that.
Look where Felix at. Felix is out of space. You see where he at, right?
He changed the background and everything.
Listen, I got an idea about this show. I got an idea for this show. When you want to talk about bum local teams, put a 3-minute time limit on it, like around the world.
Well, somebody come and look at this. Somebody come and look at Felix in space talking crazy.
Put the horn on him, yo. I like it. I like it, Felix. Talk to him, baby. What's up?
Yeah, man. Melo is definitely all-time great player, Hall of Famer. He got to respect his career. He just unfortunate situations throughout his career. He ain't really had too much help, but he's definitely a Hall of Fame individual talent in this league. So I respect Carmelo Anthony. He's a great basketball player. Definitely a top 10 small forward all time.
Definitely one of the great.
I ain't gonna ask you.
He had a lot of help.
The Wizards.
When? You say you had a lot.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hey! You talking about the team? You talking about the team with Nene and Billups and
Allen on the bottle when he had Allen Iverson on the bottle.
I'm talking. I'm sorry.
I don't talk about with Chauncey.
I went too far.
You talking about Chauncey though? You talking about Chauncey though?
They Western Conference Finals.
They was deep. Kenyon Martin.
He was deep.
He might have had help.
He ain't had no LeBron help. He ain't had no KD help.
He did. I agree.
So don't give me that he had help. He had nothing.
Lance, please take control of the situation, please.
You're right, though, Felix. He didn't have that type of help, but as we said, they was a deep team. They was a deep team. Yeah, I love Melo. My problem with Melo was he could have came to us. He could have came to Miami. He was supposed to be the big 3. It wasn't supposed to be Bosh. Supposed to be Melo, but. Yeah, he want that money, man.
He had to get his money, man.
But no, even after he got the money, he could have went to Chicago in 14, and he didn't want to go to Chicago.
Maybe he didn't want to switch up. Maybe he didn't want to switch up to this team-up era of BS.
Maybe that's possible. Kawhi doing it now.
That's what happened.
That's possible.
Hey, if you get sucked into it, it's just the way it is now.
It's possible. So listen,
Kawhi Leonard won a championship on his own. Don't forget, he the last winning champion.
No, it wasn't on his own. Stop. No. You're not gonna do that. On his own,
LeBron never got.
On his own. First of all, he faced a team that was hurt.
Yeah,
Clay and Durant got hurt. You gotta factor that in.
I don't want to.
And then he had Kyle Lowry. He had another all-star in Kyle Lowry.
Zaza Pachulia slipped up under Kamala. Zaza Pachulia slipped up under.
You still talking about that?
I'm talking about every time we talk about it.
If Jaja didn't do that, they wouldn't have won that.
Yeah, I'm talking about that.
25 points when that happened. And look up,
that was the first game of the series.
Swing. Good.
It was one game.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Man, listen, let me say this. I want y'all to be thinking
Every
about
time
this.
you talk about injuries.
I'm going to go around the round table, but I want to hear he was the last superstar went by himself. That's you can say Dirt if you want to say Dirt, but but everybody had help. I ain't giving it to Kawhi. But I'll say this.
I'm giving it to him.
I want y'all to be thinking about a team. I want y'all to think about a team in the East and a team in the West that could make a threat to the top two teams in that conference. For instance, I hear a lot of people obviously saying Philly in the East, Philly and Brooklyn. What third team in the East
Miami
can make it interesting? Yeah, I want to hear. Hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna come to you first, SB. So that's the East, and then in the West, I know I hear a lot of different things. Obviously, the Lakers are there. Is it the Lakers and the Clippers? Who's that third team? Who's that third team there? So I heard SB. I like what you said, SB. Go ahead and tell them why it's gonna be Miami, dog.
Because there's nobody else near the East. There's nobody else there. I mean,
what about Milwaukee? You was high on Milwaukee. You was high on the Greek.
No, that was
then.
My judgment was a little off. Okay. I just came off of surgery. I had a lot of meds.
I got you.
I'm cleared. I'm clear now. So
SB should have talked to me first.
I'm sorry. I don't see nothing close. I mean, I don't know. I don't see nothing really.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah,
that's gonna really make some noise or be competitive. I don't really see much like that. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So just
I got you. What about the West? What team other than the two teams in LA?
Would you say your top two in the West? You said top two in the West?
The two LA teams is what I would say. Lakers and Clippers. What third team? West is deep. What third team can make some noise and disrupt that matchup, whether it's in the second round or the conference finals? Good talent out there.
Sure. It's too close, man. I can't. You could pick Portland. 2 or 3. I think. I don't.
Portland.
Portland. You got Portland POV.
Portland and Miami.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah, I like that.
On the West, you got Portland. Yeah. Portland. Who else?
The Suns.
Phoenix.
Y'all say Phoenix. I like Phoenix. I want Phoenix to get out too, but if they got to play the Lakers in the first round,
what?
It's gonna be a tough task, man. Hey, I like Phoenix too, but man, they got to play the Lakers in the first round. That's gonna be a wrap.
You don't think Phoenix out of first round?
Now if they play the Lakers, that's 7-2. They play the Lakers.
They going home. They got to play the Lakers. They going home, bro. They
going
home.
Yeah,
they're not there yet. And I think Chris Paul's an MVP candidate, but
I don't think.
But
like that.
I think Felix is with that too. Chris Paul. Y'all gonna agree on something today? POV and Felix.
Yeah, Chris Paul deserves more MVP talk. He deserved more MVP talk. That team brought back the same. They brought back the same roster. The only thing different was him, pretty much.
Yeah.
I agree with a lot of things this guy saying in basketball wise.
It was that football. It was that Packer talk.
You see, you gotta watch Felix, man. You gotta pay attention.
Kenner, what about you, dog? You got anybody stick out in either conference?
Yeah. Well, obviously in the East you got the Sixers and the Nets, but I think the sleeper team is. I mean, they're not gonna win, but the Bucks. I think Drew Holiday.
Match up good.
And that extra level of toughness is kind of what the Bucks have been missing. They've always been like a perimeter type of team. They need some guys that can get in there and get physical and help Greek freak out. But I think the Sixers are going to come out of the East this year. As far as the West, I think the 3 teams would be Portland, the Lakers, obviously, and I want to say the Suns. I do. Like, if I had to pick a team who I wanted to come out the West this year, it would be the Suns because Chris Paul deserves it, in my opinion. But I don't see it happening. I'm gonna say the Lakers. I'm gonna say the Suns. And if I had to pick another team, I guess it would be Utah. You know what I mean? Just because they can shoot it.
Yeah.
And they got a big 7-foot guy down there that can play great defense. So
hold on, you picking the Suns and the Jazz over the Clippers?
Oh no, we said the Clippers. We know it was a third team. We know the Clippers and Lakers.
Yeah.
No, he said Lakers, Portland, and Utah.
Lakers, Portland, and the Clippers. If I had to pick,
okay.
Give me the Clippers.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
I thought that was
that's interesting.
Get my back.
Yeah, and I do want to go back too. When we talk about the Wizards, the way they're doing it, instead of the 7-10 and the 8-9, it's the 7-8 will match up in the 9-10. So actually, the Wizards now will play the Pacers. They would play the Pacers. The Wizards would. So that's a good matchup for them. Sam, did I get Sam or Gary? I lost my spot. As far as sleeper team, Sam, East or West?
I'll make it quick. Heat in the East and the Blazers in the West.
Okay, about how on the Blazers? I like that. Okay, Gary, I know you. Gary, you give me somebody other than the Blazers. You give me somebody else other than the Blazers. And who's another team pick up to you?
I'm gonna go with my dog CP then. Go with Phoenix then.
Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah. So, I like that.
In the East, I would say, man, I want to say Milwaukee because I love Drew Holiday, but last year I picked Miami to go all the way championship in the bubble, so I got to ride with the Heat again.
Yeah, Oladipo just got waited all that time to get surgery, so no Oladipo. But it's going to be interesting. I like what Skinner said though with Utah too, because I still think matchup wise, where they're at on that bracket, you could very well possibly see the Lakers or the Clippers versus Utah in the conference finals. And Donovan Mitchell, he's getting better every year.
How's Donovan's injury though?
Notice he didn't say you like what SB said.
SB gonna get you. SB gave me a couple. He gave me a couple answers. He said you can pick a couple different ones. No one said the reigning MVP. Well, not the reigning MVP, but Jokic will be the MVP. But I guess with no Murray, pretty much counted them out. Dallas plays tough, but KP is not what they thought he was going to be. Him and Luka are kind of.
You know what's crazy though, Lance?
Right now.
Since Murray went down, you seeing Porter Jr. has risen up, has really played well.
Oh yeah.
But what's killing them is not having Monte Morris and Will Barton. They need them. See, if they had them two, I still think with the addition of Austin Rivers, they could make up for a lot of what Jamal Murray does, and they'd probably be better defensively because they're all better defensive guards than he is. They play better defense than Jamal Murray do, all three of them. So you're going to miss his pick and roll ability. That's something that you won't get back, that two-man game with him and Jokic. But if those two were healthy, you still could kind of overcome the scoring to an extent that you're missing with him every night. They're not getting that now. So if those two aren't healthy, you can't put Denver there because they need that. They're going to need that. That's too much to give up. That's a lot of points. It's a lot of big, and then his clutch ability, his big shot making, you got to have that. Just think of him and Porter Jr. with the way he's playing now. If they had him and Porter Jr. going at the same time with Jokic, that'd be difficult. And all those weapons off the bench, that'd be difficult to deal with. That's the thing.
You think they could make the conference finals? Denver conference finals?
No, they can't make the conference finals. They need him. If they had man, which is Monte and Barton healthy, with the addition of Austin Rivers, you could combat him being hurt and overcome that and be a real dangerous team like you were in the bubble. But without that, Campazzo ain't the answer. Ain't the answer. He's got a lot of heart. He's tough. But he should be the fourth guard off the bench. He shouldn't be a starter right now. He's starting right now. That's pretty bad. So, Jamal Murray just so vital, man. The dude that pick and roll game with him and Jokic is difficult to stop, man. It's hard to stop. So it's gonna be hard for them.
The only thing down the road, they were saying on the radio a couple weeks ago that could happen. You kind of allude to a POV is that without Murray, Porter, he's getting better. And by the time Murray come back, then you got a solid big three, instead of just a duo. So, we'll see, but he got to come back and get healthy. And next year is going to be, I don't know how much he's going to play next year, as late as he got hurt and with the schedule the way it is.
Probably, he might not play at all.
Yeah. So next year is going to be tough for him, but that following year, we'll see. But man, this is it's been a great podcast. Is anybody else, before we get out of here, you might got a topic you didn't get to discuss or something you want to throw out there? Anybody, if not, we're going to call it a night, but anybody. I know SB got late. SB, did we touch on, I know you was riding. Did you get to listen in or touch on anything you might want to touch on, brother?
Yeah, I was driving. I said something about how y'all felt about Tebow being allowed to fake like he a tight end.
Oh yeah, that yeah, and that's just man.
Y'all already touched it. Y'all already said something about it.
Nah, we didn't. No, you're right. When you talking about privilege, I mean, how much privilege is that? I mean, you got this guy, Urban Meyer, Jacksonville. He coming.
Do we understand what that is, or? All right,
yeah,
cool.
We everybody better to understand. I know everybody here.
So
thanks for bringing that
up. Yeah, man. How y'all feel about the NFL? How they handled those women about Deshaun Watson? The women felt like they was disrespected by the NFL, and they're going forward with their lawsuits against them, but mainly because of how the NFL handled them. I mean, that's at first I was like, he wants out of Houston, and the whole thing, like, well, maybe they trying to blackball him, but it's a lot of I don't know that.
It's a lot. Yeah. I was kind of like you was. Like,
I mean,
yeah. I was kind of like you because it seemed like the way it was coming, but now it's
looked
looking,
like the ownership
bad.
at first, like the ownership was mad and tried to be petty, but it's a lot, man. It's a lot of layers to it.
It's a lot.
So it's kind of you gotta let it all unfold because I really don't know right now. Like, I see they did a lot of moves.
The women don't want to settle at all. They
want to go to court. They want to go to court.
Like they ain't even trying to hear that. So I mean,
right.
Jesus.
So that's what's like the scary part. Like, man, they don't even want to settle. They don't even want the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
He got a lot of text messages, man. He got a lot of text message records, man, that they pulled on him. There's a lot of messages on him trying to get massages all over the place, man. All over the damn place, man. I'm like, bro, what's that about, man? Like, don't look good. Yeah, he got some issues, man.
Don't look good.
Yeah. The last thing that I had, but he's gone now, was the lack of knowledge you had when you brought up the fact that they were reaching out to Lamar Jackson's former wide receiver. Like, I don't know how he.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how he
he a Raven fan. That's why I answer.
See, this is why. This is why I need to be involved. You know what I'm saying?
You need to be involved.
You talking about Dante Saleh?
I think that's kind of dope, man. I think that's kind of the equivalent to Shaq saying he wanted Penny, you know what I mean, off of a movie joint. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of dope. So that's all I got, man. This is dope. This is excellent. I would like to be a part of another one. I'm gonna be on time. I'm gonna have facts. Felix is out of space. I hate your hat, Felix. I don't like it at all.
It's all good. Get used to it. You gonna be on this show, you might as well get used to it, baby.
I hate your hat.
Like your jersey, I don't like your hat. Hey, I almost fell asleep when you started talking a while ago. It was a spicy show down there.
I like the spice. I love it. Hey, Lance, I'm here for that, so please believe. If Felix is here, I'm here.
We're gonna set it. Felix got a couple bones to pick, so we still get Big Gary Dunn back too. He got some Rodgers news to talk about. So yeah, we're gonna talk, man. But we're gonna have y'all back. I appreciate everybody, man. Thursday night. I'm gonna give y'all the rest of y'all night back. I'm gonna go check this Sixers and Heat game out SB and see what we doing.
Hey,
what's up?
My sleeper team is the Bucks. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh, my bad, dog. I didn't ask you your sleeper team. My bad, dog. I'm glad you said the Bucks too, though. I'm glad you said the Bucks because with Holiday this year, I think he is gonna make a better difference, and they do match up a little bit better with certain teams too this year. I will say that. Even as a Heat fan, I will say that. So Phoenix, I like Phoenix, but it's just I wish they could get that one seed, but man, they lost a couple tough ones the other day. So we'll see. But I know, y'all play Portland tonight, right? 10:00 TNT. So we'll watch both of them.
So,
cool, fellas.
One more thing, Lance, if I can say one more thing. PLV, I want to ask you,
brother.
I want to ask PLV. What do you know about the young man Emmanuel, yo? The young man with the one arm. Do you know anything about his story?
Oh, the high school youngin?
Yes, sir.
He a dog, man. He a dog.
I was saying that today.
He on the EYBL circuit. He ain't playing against no average dudes. He at the highest circuit you can play at. And he flat gets it done. I seen him at the DeMatha Invitational when he was in the 10th grade here. He came, he played with they played against Gonzaga in the Christmas tournament. And I was impressed with him. I was very impressed with him. He has game. He has a lot of game.
What grade is he in right now?
He in the 11th.
Oh man.
Yeah, in the 11th.
Wow,
yeah, in the 11th.
Crazy.
Yeah, he was 9th going to 10th grade when I saw him. He in the 11th. Yeah, he a dog. I think he reclassed like they do when they go to private school. They take a year back. He can flag go. I think he should be in the 12th, but he in the 11th. But most of them do that. That's he man, dude can go.
Yeah.
And he played with heart.
So granted that he does make it, that's history, right? There's
history. I ain't never seen nobody with one arm.
Man.
That got one arm. And I seen him putting crossovers and everything, pulling up on people and trying to dunk on people. And yeah, he is legit, man. It's not the whole overtime highlights. And not just,
I want to keep following him and see what he do.
Yeah, he a dog.
Like
he a dog. He is the truth.
Yeah.
He the truth. He the truth.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that.
Yeah, he the truth.
Hey, I appreciate your contribution, man. I appreciate everybody chiming in, man. This is a great episode. Like I said, playoffs restart, man. So we'll definitely get back at it sooner rather than later, man. Appreciate everybody watching on live. Real Sports Fan Podcast. We out of here.
Peace out, fellas. Thanks a lot.
All right, fellas.
All right, man.
All right.